Right, next tutorial. This is a can in the eye kind of thing, so let's get started. So, first part to this tutorial is cutting the actual can. So as you can see, I failed the first time, but then I found if I squish the can, like hope, and cut into it from the little dents that it creates at the side, then I would have the perfect kind of line to cut to. Also, I would recommend to put paper towels at the bottom of your can because it will leak because of the hole that you are making into it. Also, I know I'm going to say this a lot, and please just listen to me. Please be careful when cutting into the can. It's dangerous and it's sharp, and I don't want anyone getting cut over this. Here is a prime example. The edges around here are super sharp and super jagged, and as you can see, I'm pointing to all the edges that are jagged, and yeah, it's really not nice to touch because it's sharp, because it's plastic, aluminium, whatever the Coke can's made out of. So I went round with the scissors again and cut off every jagged edge that I could see so it could be as even as I could possibly make it. Now I ripped up a paper plate and I stuck some liquid latex on it. It stinks, by the way, well, the one that I do does anyway. And I coated the raw edge of my can with the liquid latex and tissue mixture that I was putting together. I ensured that I did this around the entire can so that everything was as even and as good as I could possibly make it, so I could have as many precautions took away as I could. But that's the first part done, really. You've done your prep work. Now in the second part, I'm actually going to teach you how to put it on your face safely. This is all about safety, guys. We don't want to get hurt. We're going to go on to my first attempt. I used liquid latex and just went around the entire edge that I'd done with the tissue and latex, but it didn't stick to my face. I then took cotton and went around the entire edge again with the cotton and then stuck latex on top, and then I stuck that on my face, and that worked better than just sticking the raw thing on my face. I also held it there for a few minutes to make sure that it was adhered properly to my face and that it wouldn't come away. Save your applause for later, I know I'm amazing. Then with latex and tissue, I went around the whole entire edge of where I stuck it so that it would reinforce it and make it a lot more stronger than it already was on my face. One thing that I will say whilst doing this, I think patience would be best for this because it took me forever to go around, not even the whole can. I didn't even do the whole can because half of it I couldn't even see. Make sure you don't have any hair in the way as well because latex will pull all those hairs out. Might not pull it out, but it would be really uncomfortable and it would tug at it a lot. As you can see here, I pushed and tugged it to make sure that it was still staying in place and that it was still good. I had to tint my glasses also so I could do the pieces that were under my glasses without getting latex all over my glasses. Now it comes to the part where the look all comes together and you paint it. So I went around with a light wash. I know it looks really heavy and everything like that, but it was a light wash of like a sienna kind of colour paint, and I went around the whole entire thing that I could see that was white, and that was going to discolour it and make it lighter when I put the concealer on than it should be. Funny enough, I used this technique for the missing eye tutorial that I done, which will be linked in the corner so you can go check that out as well. So then I dotted on my concealer, which is the Natural Collection concealer in Fair. And I blended that around the areas that I wanted to look like my skin, so it looked like the can had indented my skin and created a nasty little wound. I blended it out with a cheap sponge because I didn't want to ruin any expensive stuff that I had, but I didn't worry that it was patchy because I didn't really want it to be like smooth as skin like it was in the missing eye tutorial, but I wanted it to still look like skin. Then I powdered it like my life depended on it because I wanted it to be matte and more closer to the skin tone as possible. Then I went in with my alcohol palette, mine is from Mr. Dashbo, and decided to like irritate the wound because cans aren't usually supposed to be in skin, and then I dirtied up the can itself. Just a little warning with alcohol palettes to work in a well ventilated area because they do stink and they do irritate your eyes and your nose and make everything just go bleh. This next part is by far my favourite part. Then I added things that varied from gel blood to regular blood, and I added black into some blood to make it look darker, to make it look more bloody. If I was to do this again, I would definitely add like Ben Nye like scab blood into it, but I don't own any of that, so I can't add it in there. But it's a real shame because it would look really cool to see clotted blood between the can and the skin, and it would just make it look all more better. I did go a little bit wild with the blood, but hey, can you blame me? This wound calls for a lot of blood being everywhere because cans, I think, would cause a lot of blood. and you're done. Thanks for hanging out with me for making this look. If you enjoyed it, give it a big fat thumbs up. Everything you need to know will be linked below, and you can also watch my latest video here. You can subscribe up here. And I will see you next Sunday. See you later.